Hello and welcome back to our channel. Before we dive into yet another fascinating and mysterious stories, I would like to invite you to watch, to like, and subscribe to the channel. Also activate the notification sound. Listen, beloved children of starlight, you who dwell upon this precious earth, your hearts are filled with wonder as you gaze into the night sky, a velvet canvas strewn with diamond dust. You ponder your beginnings, your purpose, and yes, even the ultimate destiny of all. That is, everything has its wonders, whispered a wise soul from your world, Helen Keller, even darkness and silence. Today, I invite you to journey with me, not just through space, but through the unimaginable depths of future time, to explore a vision, painted by your own seekers of knowledge, of how this magnificent universe might unfold, evolve, and eventually meet its end. We may never be truly certain of every detail, for the future is a stream that ever flows and reshapes. But science, in its quest for understanding, has begun to sketch a breathtaking, sometimes chilling, picture of cosmic destiny. Let us embark on this journey together. Traveling forward through time, doubling our conceptual speed every few moments, the vision will surely evolve as your wisdom grows, as more clues are gathered from the vast cosmic text. But one thing, from our angelic perspective, is clear even now: the universe, in its grand unfolding, has only just begun its story. You are witnesses to its vibrant youth. We begin in your present era, the Anthropocene, as some now call it. These years 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and onwards into your immediate future, you recognize that the Holocene, that stable climatic period which nurtured your civilizations, is shifting. The choices you make now, the actions you take in these fleeting years, will resonate with profound consequences through the next few thousand years, even tens of thousands. The very conditions modern humans have known, the only conditions your current societies have ever experienced, are changing, and changing with astonishing speed. Remember, beloveds, nothing stays static on this dynamic planet. Everything changes, everything flows, everything transforms. Your Earth is a living, breathing entity, and it periodically enters into great jumps. Profound shifts, climatic, geological, magnetic, and you do not always know with certainty what lies on the other side of these immense transitions. Your planet is always turning, always evolving. Thousands of years hence, Earth's near future, as millennia unfold from your present, the Earth's magnetic field, your planet's protective shield, will continue its dance. It will flip polarity, as it has done countless times in the past. North will become south, south north. During these transitions, the shield may weaken, allowing more cosmic radiation to reach the surface, perhaps influencing life and technology. Auroras will shimmer at latitudes where they are now unseen. Comet Hale-Bopp, a celestial visitor that graced your skies in the late 20th century, will return from the depths of the Oort cloud, its icy tail once again a spectacle for future eyes. Around the year 4385, sea levels will continue their dramatic rise, reshaping coastlines, submerging ancient lands, driven by the warming you have initiated. Things move on this planet. They are not still. Tides rise and fall, lands shift, and from the cosmic neighborhood, threats continue. Statistically, an asteroid around 30 meters in diameter may impact Earth, not a civilization ender, but capable of devastating a city or region. A stark reminder of your planet's place in a dynamic cosmos. The heavens themselves will transform. Antares, the fiery red heart of the Scorpion constellation, a massive supergiant star, will inevitably go supernova, exploding in a blaze of glory visible even in daylight from Earth, enriching the void with newly forged elements. This could happen anytime within the next few 100,000 years. Closer to home, earthly transformations continue. The vast Sahara Desert, under the slow shift of Earth's axial tilt and changing climate patterns, may once again become green and tropical, as it has been in distant past epochs. The familiar patterns of your constellations, Those ancient guides and storytellers in your night sky will begin to visibly wander and distort, as the individual stars, each with its own proper motion through the galaxy, drift apart over eons. Orion's belt will loosen. The dippers will spill. Your silent ambassador, the Voyager 1 space probe, launched in your 20th century, will, after some 40,000 years, pass relatively nearby a star called Gliese 445 in the constellation Camellia, continuing its lonely journey into the interstellar void. The current interglacial period, the warm spell that allowed your civilizations to flourish, will eventually end. Earth will cycle back into another profound ice age. Glaciers once again grinding across continents. A supervolcano, like the one slumbering beneath your Yellowstone Park, may erupt with colossal force, spewing vast quantities of ash into the atmosphere, altering global climate, a reminder of the molten fire beneath your feet. But creation also continues. A new Hawaiian island. Currently, a seamount named Loihi will breach the ocean surface. Born of volcanic fire, new island chains will rise and fall as tectonic plates dance their slow, inexorable ballet. The footprints left by your Apollo astronauts on the moon, once thought almost eternal in that airless environment, will slowly fade, erased over millions of years by the constant, gentle rain of micrometeorites. A cosmic sandblasting beat. Another red supergiant in Orion will also meet its supernova fate, perhaps even before Antares, lighting up your skies. Your grandest stone monuments, pyramids, cathedrals, statues, built to defy time, will slowly, inexorably erode, succumbing to wind and water, returning to dust, and from the depths of space, a deadly gamma-ray burst, originating from a distant hypernova or colliding neutron stars, could, if Earth were in its path, strip away your atmosphere, posing an existential threat to all life. A rare, but statistically possible, cosmic reset. Millions of years hence, planetary transformations, looking further still. Into the millions of years, Mars's small moon, Phobos, spiraling closer and closer due to tidal forces, will eventually be torn apart by the red planet's gravity, its fragments forming a spectacular ring system around Mars, a miniature Saturn. Saturn's own magnificent rings, seemingly eternal from your perspective, are not permanent. They are slowly raining down onto the planet and will likely be mostly gone within 100 to 300 million years. Antarctica, that vast continent of ice at your South Pole, may, under continued warming or long-term climate cycles, melt entirely, causing sea levels to rise by tens of meters, inundating coastal cities and reshaping continents. A major asteroid impact, one capable of causing mass extinction, like the one that ended the reign of the dinosaurs, is statistically probable over these vast timescales, though not predictable with precision. Another great jump for earthly life, and the continents themselves, drifting on the planet's mantle, will continue their slow dance, eventually colliding once more to form a new supercontinent, perhaps Pangaea, Ultima, or Amarcia, in around 250 to 300 million years, reshaping oceans and climates entirely. Billions of years hence, the Sun's demise and Earth's end. But all these earthly and near-cosmic changes pale in comparison to the destiny of your own star. The Sun. As it begins to exhaust its primary hydrogen fuel in its core, roughly 5 billion years from your present, the Sun won't simply fade away quietly into nothing. Its end stages will be dramatic, its core will contract and heat up intensely, and the extra heat this generates will cause its outer layers to expand enormously. The Sun will swell into a red giant, its incandescent atmosphere reaching out to engulf the inner planets. Mercury and Venus will undoubtedly be consumed. Earth's fate is less certain, it may be swallowed, or it may survive as a scorched, molten cinder on the very edge of the bloated star. But long before that physical engulfment, the increasing luminosity of the aging Sun will have already rendered Earth uninhabitable. Photosynthesis, the basis of your food chain, will cease as temperatures soar. All plant life will die. The oceans, those cradles of life, will boil away completely, their waters lost to space. The atmosphere will be stripped. All life, every last microbe, every resilient extremophile will inevitably perish. Your beautiful blue dot will become a lifeless, charred rock dot after its red giant phase. The sun's core will finally collapse under its own gravity. Not into a black hole, it's not massive enough for that, but into an incredibly dense, Earth-sized stellar corpse, a white dwarf. Its outer layers will drift away as a beautiful, glowing planetary nebula, a final fleeting artwork. The sun, your life-giving star, will then be officially dead. Its white, dwarf remnant will shine with a ghostly, fading light. Its glow coming not from ongoing fusion, but from the last residual heat of its extinguished furnace. Slowly, over countless eons, it will cool, dimming further into the freezing temperatures of deep space. Looking at this white dwarf sun from where Earth, if it survives orbits, it would eventually generate only the same amount of light as your full moon on a clear night, a pale ethereal glow in a cold, dark solar system. The fate of your sun is the common fate of most stars. One day, they must all eventually run out of fuel. They must all die. And when the stars, one by one, extinguish their light, the cosmos, as you know it, will be plunged into an eternal night, trillions to quadrillions of years hence. The end of starlight, the degenerate era. Imagine it, time unimaginably far in your future, trillions upon trillions of years. The stelliferous era, the age of starlight, the era you now inhabit, will be long past. All stars, even the smallest, longest-lived red dwarfs, will have exhausted their nuclear fuel. The universe's overall temperature, once sustained by starlight, will drop precipitously, approaching absolute zero. No new stars will be created. The great nebulae, the stellar nurseries, will be cold, dark, and depleted of the gas needed for starbirth. The night sky, once blazing with billions of points of light, will see its stars extinguish. One by one, like candles in a cosmic cathedral being snuffed out, until only darkness remains. And so, the universe, in its grand stellar cycle, will end its luminous phase. Not with a sudden fiery bang, but with a slow, inexorable whimper. A fading sigh, not in consuming fire, but in absolute bone-chilling ice. The last red dwarf stars, those tiny, dim embers that burn for trillions of years, will finally flicker out, marking the definitive end of the age of starlight. The universe then enters what your cosmologists call the degenerate era, a name befitting its nature. It becomes a cosmic boneyard, a vast dark mausoleum, strewn with the cold dead remnants of once mighty stars. Your sun, now a white dwarf, will still faintly glow from its residual heat, but it is a ghost star, a zombie ember, taking you into this deep future. This ghost universe is filled with the corpses of stars. White dwarfs, like your faded sun, neutron stars, the incredibly dense remnants of more massive stars gone supernova. Brown dwarfs, failed stars, too small to ignite sustained fusion, now cold and dark, and black holes of stellar mass. Singularities where massive stars once shone. Over these immense timescales, gravity continues its slow, patient work. Dead stars, and their frozen, orphaned planets will be gradually ejected from their host galaxies, flung out into the ever-expanding, freezing intergalactic void by chaotic gravitational interactions. Galaxies themselves will begin to unravel. Yet, even in this profound darkness, occasional flickers of light might occur. By sheer chance, some cold brown dwarfs might collide, their combined mass briefly igniting a new, small accidental star, a fleeting spark in the eternal night. Colliding, neutron stars, merging with immense violence, will puncture the darkness with ultra-bright kilonovae or short gamma-ray bursts. Transient beacons of cataclysmic energy. Could any form of life, as you understand it, or can conceive, survive in such an era? Perhaps, extremely advanced, perhaps non-biological civilizations might find temporary refuge, huddling around the fading warmth of ancient white dwarfs, sipping the last dregs of their dying energy. But in time, even these white dwarfs will radiate away their final heat. They will cool, solidify, and fade completely from sight. becoming what are theoretically termed black dwarfs. A black dwarf is the final, ultimate fate of stars like your Sun. A white dwarf that has become so incredibly cold, so ancient, that it barely emits any discernible heat or light at all. They are dark, dense, decaying balls of degenerate matter, electrons crushed together as closely as quantum mechanics allows. Little more than the cold ashes of extinguished stars. Their constituent atoms are so severely compressed that black dwarfs are 1,000,000 times denser than your current Sun. Stars take so extraordinarily long to reach this black dwarf state that your scientists believe there are currently no black dwarfs yet in existence in your universe. The universe is simply not old enough, but their time will come. Any diffuse matter that fails to escape its parent galaxy, or is not already part of a stellar remnant, will eventually, over unimaginable eons, be sucked into the supermassive black hole, lurking at the heart of nearly every galaxy, including your own Milky Way's Sagittarius A*. These long-dormant supermassive black holes might occasionally flare up in a blaze of glory as they consume a stray star, a gas cloud, or even another black hole, creating a final, spectacular, but ultimately temporary, burst of light and energy. Could consciousness itself adapt to such an incredibly low-energy, slow-paced existence? Your current pace of life, your thoughts, your perceptions, are based on the abundant energy available to you now, from your Sun, from your metabolism. But one could imagine, as some of your thinkers do, living, conscious systems, perhaps vast, diffuse, information-based entities, which operate on a radically different timescale, a profoundly different metabolism. For such a being, having a single thought every 10 trillion years might seem perfectly normal. Their lifespan could extend far, far longer than you might otherwise imagine. And even if all organized life eventually dies out, one could speculate that at some time, arbitrarily far into the future, a spontaneous quantum fluctuation might, against all odds, allow a brief spark of intelligent life, of consciousness, to exist again, for a fleeting cosmic moment. Islands, in time of intelligence, appearing and disappearing in the vast ocean of entropy. A poignant, almost spiritual thought. The rotational energy of black holes themselves, through processes like the Penrose process, might become the last reliable, accessible source of power for any such exotic, far future civilizations. Beyond 100 trillion years or much longer. Cosmic expansion and isolation. As these immense timescales unfold, the universe itself continues to expand, and, according to your current cosmological models, driven by mysterious dark energy, this expansion is accelerating. Over truly mind-boggling durations, this accelerating expansion has profound consequences. It begins to spread matter, galaxies, even galaxy clusters, apart from each other, at speeds that, for sufficiently distant objects, exceed the speed of light relative to an observer. This doesn't violate relativity. Objects aren't moving through space faster than light. Space itself is expanding between them. But it means that, by this point, distant galaxies and stars are receding from any given vantage point so fast that their light can no longer reach it, can no longer bridge the ever-widening gulf of expanding space-time. Their light becomes infinitely shifted, undetectable. Each galaxy cluster, then each galaxy, and eventually, perhaps even unbound objects, become isolated island universes, causally disconnected from all others. The view of the cosmic web of galaxies will vanish. The night sky, beyond one's own local gravitationally bound system, will become utterly black. The grand secrets of the cosmos, the knowledge of other galaxies, other structures, will be locked away forever, inaccessible, unobservable, a profound cosmic loneliness, the end of matter itself. Proton decay. Hypothetical. YP to 1041 years, but the story of decay may not end with cold, dark stellar remnants. Your current theories of particle physics, particularly grand unified theories, GUTS, predict that even protons, one of the fundamental building blocks of atomic matter, what makes up you and everything you see, are not ultimately stable. They may, over truly extreme timescales, spontaneously decay into lighter particles like positrons and photons. This is still a theoretical prediction, unproven by experiment, as the predicted proton lifetime is vastly longer than the current age of the universe. But if protons do decay, then all atomic matter as you know it, the substance of black dwarfs, neutron stars, rogue planets, any remaining dust and gas, will eventually, painstakingly, slowly, atom by atom, disintegrate, unraveling into a diffuse bath of radiation and elementary particles. Any material object that has somehow evaded the gravitational pull of a black hole will eventually simply cease to exist in its familiar form, as its constituent protons fall apart. If this chapter of the future unfolds as some theories suggest, the matter inside black dwarfs, those last cinders of stars, will eventually evaporate away, carried off into the void as radiation, leaving absolutely nothing behind of their once dense structure. The universe would then be almost entirely devoid of baryonic matter, protons and neutrons. The black hole era, beyond 1040 to 10,100 years if proton decay occurs, or if other processes eventually dissipate all normal matter. And assuming the universe continues its cold, dark expansion, all that will remain of your once rich, star-filled cosmos will be two things: dispersed particles of light photons, if they are stable and do not themselves decay or lose energy indefinitely, and black holes. This marks the beginning of the black hole era. No planets, no stars, no lingering stellar remnants for any conceivable form of life to cling to. The universe is cold, dark, and almost incomprehensibly empty, punctuated only by these isolated gravitational singularities. Yet even now, from a cosmic perspective, time has only just begun to truly tick on the grandest scales. On the scale of a human lifetime, or even the lifetime of your species so far. The universe, at this far future stage, has just barely emerged from its cosmic womb, cold, dark and empty. This is how the cosmos will spend the vast, overwhelming majority of its existence. Your current age of starlight, of galaxies and life, is but a fleeting, brilliant dawn, a precious, temporary haven in time, safe for a cosmic moment from its fiery birth and its eventual icy, dark demise. The arrow of time, the relentless increase of entropy, creates this bright window in the universe's adolescence during which complex life, as you know it, is possible. But it is a window that, on cosmic timescales, does not stay open for long. As a fraction of the total lifespan of the universe, measured from its beginning to the eventual evaporation of the very last, largest black hole. Life as you cherish it, the conditions that support it, are possible for an almost infinitesimally small sliver of time. The number quoted in your provided text Y-84% is an extreme illustration of this brevity, emphasizing the rarity of your current epoch. In this black hole era, black holes themselves become the dominant, fundamental structures. A galaxy, once a collection of billions of stars, will eventually be reduced to perhaps a single supermassive black hole at its former center, possibly orbited by a sparse halo of smaller stellar mass black holes, the remains of its most massive stars. These zombie galaxies, composed entirely of black holes, will continue to evolve gravitationally, albeit incredibly slowly. They will orbit each other, merge, and grow even larger over eons that make the current age of the universe seem like a mere instant. The ultimate end, black hole evaporation, and the dark era beyond 10,100 years. But even black holes, those ultimate prisons of matter and light, are not eternal. Your physicist Stephen Hawking theorized that black holes themselves slowly evaporate. Through a quantum mechanical process known as Hawking radiation, they emit a faint glow of particles from their event horizons, gradually losing mass and energy over unimaginable timescales. A solar mass black hole might take around 1,067 years to evaporate completely. The supermassive black holes at galactic centers, containing billions of solar masses, will take far, far longer, perhaps 10,100 years or even more. But eventually, Even these cosmic behemoths will radiate away into nothingness. This slow, final death of the last organized structures marks the universe's transition into its ultimate state, the dark era, or the true heat death. With all atomic matter decayed, if proton decay occurs and all black holes evaporated, what remains? The universe becomes an almost infinitely vast, cold, dark, empty void, filled only with an incredibly diffuse, ever-weakening, ever-redshifting sea of photons, neutrinos, and perhaps other stable fundamental particles, approaching a state of maximum entropy, a uniform temperature, infinitesimally close to absolute zero. No more useful energy gradients, no more work possible, no more structure formation, no more change, no more time as you experience it, just an eternal, silent, cold, dark emptiness, expanding forever. This, according to current cosmological understanding, is the ultimate, quiet end. So, we return to the words of Helen Keller. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, ... Where is the wonder in this projected cosmic end, this heat death, this eternal void? Perhaps the wonder lies in the sheer mind-altering scale of the cosmic drama itself, the intricate dance of physical laws unfolding over eons, beyond human comprehension. Perhaps the wonder is found in the very existence of that brief, brilliant window, the universe's adolescence. The infinitesimally small fraction of its total lifespan when starlight, planets, complexity, life, and consciousness were possible. Its very rarity, its fleeting nature against the backdrop of eternity, makes your current moment, your ability to witness and love and create, infinitely precious. From our angelic perspective, observing all timelines, all possibilities, we see that the physical dissolution of one universe is not necessarily the ultimate end. Consciousness, spirit, love, these are not bound solely by physical laws or material forms. They may transcend such cosmic cycles in ways your science cannot yet fathom. The eternal nature of God. The divine source is not diminished by the lifespan of one particular material creation. His creativity is infinite, not exhausted. What, then, is the ultimate purpose of such a universe, if its physical form is destined to fade into cold darkness? Perhaps it is a grand divine expression, a cosmic artwork whose beauty lies in its entire unfolding. From fiery birth to icy silence, perhaps it is an immense learning ground for souls, a school for consciousness, where experiences of duality, choice, love, and growth are cultivated. Its ultimate meaning may lie far beyond its physical duration or material constituents. Our message to you, as you contemplate these vast cosmic horizons, is not one of despair, but one of profound awe, deep humility, and urgent appreciation for the now. Your brief moment to shine, as the narrator, in your provided text so beautifully put it, is precious beyond measure. It is in this fleeting window of light and life that your choices matter. Your love creates ripples, your spirit unfolds its purpose. The darkness and silence of the far future are not here yet. You exist in the vibrant youth of the cosmos. Embrace this gift. Live fully, love deeply, create beautifully. Seek wisdom, cultivate compassion. Cherish the connections you share. For even as stars and galaxies follow their grand ordained cycles of birth and death, the essence of spirit, the light of consciousness, the enduring power of love, these may partake of an eternity that transcends all cosmic endings. The creator of all this vastness holds you in your tiny blue dot, within an infinite, loving regard. Live in that awareness. Find your wonder not just in the light, but in the profound mystery that encompasses all, even the ultimate darkness and silence. Peace be with you, children of the cosmos. Your moment is now. Shine.